Welcome or welcome back to the Divine Glow Up Society. And over here, we focus on God, growth, goals, and the ultimate glow up journey. Now, before we get started, ladies, I need y'all to do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button so that you never miss any of the enlightening content that we will be sharing over here and help you on your journey to becoming your ultimate self. Now, let's go ahead and get into the topic of why you need new friends and why it is so important to your level up and glow up journey to surround yourself with the right kinds of people. Now, if we go to the Bible, the Bible tells us don't be unequally yoked and how can two walk together lest they be agreed, right? And then we also have all heard the sayings, you are the company you keep, birds of a feather flock together, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. And you might have also heard that you are a sum of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. And all of those statements are true. Okay. You will not be able to achieve your goals if you are surrounding yourself with the wrong type of people. Okay. It is detrimental to your future self, to your emotional well being, to your mental well being, and to your physical well being to surround yourself with people who are in alignment with who you want to be and where you're going in your life. Okay. So I just want to take a moment and really talk about the people that you need to remove from your circle. And if any of this sounds familiar or if anyone pops in your head like, hey, that sounds just like Tasha. I am sorry if your name is Tasha and you're watching this. It's nothing personal. That's just the first name that popped in my head. So, well, yeah, that sounds like Tasha. I need to get rid of Tasha, right? So let's talk about the lazy friend. The lazy friend is the friend that never wants to do anything. They don't want to get up on time. They don't want to be on time for work, for brunch, church. They are never on time for anything. They're lazy. They will wake up and just throw on any kind of outfit. They will wake up and barely even comb their hair. They probably don't even keep their house that clean, their room that clean. Their car is always junky and nasty. You definitely want to stay away from the lazy friend because these people are unambitious. They are complacent. They are just fine with how they are. They don't want to put the effort in that it takes to do something better, to be greater than what they currently are. And this person more than likely also ties into my next point. The person who wants to be in their comfort zone all the time. I don't know how you're going to level up and glow up if you surround yourself with everyone who stays in their comfort zone. Because in order to glow up and level up, you have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to stop being the current you and be a different version of you, which is more than likely the vision that you have in your mind or for the woman that you want to be. And the friend that stays in their comfort zone is going to either do 2 things to you, right? So we're going to say this is you, right? This is your comfort zone. This is the friend's comfort zone. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to elevate and break that glass ceiling of your comfort zone. But this friend that you keeping, this your right hand woman, right? That's your ride or die. But she don't want to break her glass ceiling. So either 2 things is going to happen to you. You're going to stay right here. You're going to remain stagnant. No growth. You're not going anywhere. Or the stay in your comfort zone friend is going to pull you down to her level so that y'all are equals. But in the reality, you're not because you want to get out of your comfort zone and she is happy where she is. So you don't want that in your comfort zone friend because they have stagnant energy around them. They're stagnant. And an easy way to identify this kind of person is let's say you've known Sally. Sorry if your name is Sally, sis. This is another name that just popped in my head. Say your best friend name is Sally, right? And you met Sally 6 years ago, right? And Sally has been the exact same person. She has not changed a bit. Her hair is the same. She dresses the same. Everything's the same. There's nothing new in her life at all. She has the same job. She's never wanted to make more money. Like everything is the same. So if you are keeping someone like that in your inner circle, you are basically telling God, hey God, I love stagnant energy. Just keep me where I'm at. I don't want to be around nobody who's doing anything big. I like to be stagnant and I like to stay in my comfort zone. So that means you're going to wake up 10 years from now and be like, how is this still my life? How am I still doing the same things from 10 years ago? It's because you have surrounded yourself with stagnant, in their comfort zone type friends. Okay. And on to the next type of girly we want to avoid. We don't want this type of person in our inner circle. That is the one who gossips all the time. She always has the tea. I have no idea how she knows everybody's business, but her life is in shambles in reality, right? Everything in her life is chaotic. And people who gossip a lot, they use gossip about other people to make themselves feel better about who they are and where they are in life. So their mindset is, oh, I know Keisha just got fired, and oh, that makes me feel better because Keisha did have a high paying job and I seen her elevating. So now I feel better about myself and being stagnant and complacent because Keisha got fired. And not only am I excited about that and it makes me feel better, but I'm going to tell everybody that I know that she got fired so that I can make myself feel better and I can bring Keisha down a peg because she was elevating too much for my liking, right? You don't want that gossip friend in your circle. And gossipers are witches and warlocks because they are speaking word curses on people. And gossip has a tendency to change. If you tell somebody the apple is green and 10 people later, the banana was yellow. And that's not even the original story, right? So gossip is speaking word curses upon people's lives because sometimes you don't even know if that's even true. Sometimes people just make up stories about other people because they don't even have access to that person. So they're trying to come up with some kind of storyline to figure out who this person is and what's going on in their life. And you do know that people who gossip are going to gossip about you. So that friend that's always giving you the tea, she's giving your tea to someone else as well. And you don't want that in your level up journey because people who are really making moves and out here achieving goals don't have time to be focused on somebody else's business anyway. You should not be sitting at a table where people are talking about other people. You should be sitting at a table where people are talking about goals and achievements. Okay. All right. The next friend that we need to remove from our inner circle is that jealous and envious friend. And I know sometimes identifying a jealous and envious friend can be tricky, especially if that friend has been around you for years, so you're used to them, right? Maybe y'all met in high school or maybe y'all met in college and y'all been friends for 10, 15, 20 years. So you assume that some of the things that they say and do towards you is just part of their personality, but it's really jealousy. So a way to identify this is when they are making jokes about what you look like, right? So maybe they make a joke, you tried a new hairstyle and she like, girl, you look like Sasha Bob. Like I would never, even though you eating. Even though when you go out, you get in tons and tons of compliments. Even though when you look in the mirror at your new hairdo, you love it. It grew your confidence, right? But that friend is making jokes, making fun of you because she's jealous because you look really good. And people hide their jealousy in weird jokes. Like every joke has a truth to it. Don't let nobody slight you and throw hate and jealousy at you through a joke. Pay attention to that. Or let's say you and your friend are getting ready together to go out to like brunch, right? And you're in the bathroom and you're doing your hair, or not your hair, your makeup, right? And here come this so-called friend Oh, you doing too much. You really need all that makeup, girl. Ain't nobody gonna see you. Who you trying to impress? You be doing too much. We could have. I don't even need no makeup. I don't need makeup like that. Even though you're just in the restroom quietly doing your makeup because you like makeup. You didn't say nothing to your friend with her ashy lips. You didn't say nothing to this lady, this girl, right? You said nothing to her, and you making yourself beautiful, enhancing what God gave you, triggers insecurities in her. So, in order to make herself feel better, she needs to come in there and put you down about you doing your makeup, even though you wear makeup often and you love makeup and you also like yourself without makeup. But sometimes putting on makeup make us feel cute. It's like, oh, I'm feeling myself, so let me put on some more makeup, right? That is also a jealous friend. Or let's say you catch it, you like taking pictures, right? Or you're out and about and somebody compliments you, and you from your side view, you catch your friend giving you those looks. That is not your friend, because real friends would never. We hype each other up. Real friends are going to pour into you. Okay, they're not going to try to tear you down to make themselves feel better, or tear you down to bring you back to your level. And be careful when your friends say you doing too much. You need to humble yourself. That is not your friend. That is jealousy and envy disguised, right? Telling someone they're doing too much and they need to humble themselves when all you're doing is being yourself. Keep those people out of your circle, because they plant seeds of insecurity and self-doubt. And we don't have time for insecurities and self-doubt on the level up journey, okay? The level up journey, the glow up journey is intended to build your confidence, okay? So you don't need someone trying to humble you, right? That is, if you don't know what humble means, look up the real definition. Don't let anybody tell you to be humble, okay? Never. Like, that is a disrespectful remark, and you should be marking anyone who tell you to humble yourself, okay? And the last friend I want to talk about that we need to remove from our circle is the Jill of all trades, but master of none. And this is a friend who is every 3 weeks she doing something new with her life. She hasn't even mastered the first thing before she moved on to something else. An example: say you have a friend, she is in cosmetology school. You like, okay, girl, I'm here for it. I'm having me a friend that's a hairstylist. I love it. And 3 weeks later, you ask her how school's going. She's like, oh, girl, I ain't doing that no more. I dropped out. They were doing too much. I didn't want to do all that work. And you're like, okay, so what are you doing now? Oh, well, I decided to enroll in college and major in philosophy. And you like, okay, that's what's up. Sometimes, we got to figure ourselves out. And then another 3 weeks later, you're like, oh, how is philosophy? How do you like it? Oh, girl, I dropped out of college, girl. I didn't got time for college. You don't have to go to college to be successful. And you're like, okay. And then she's telling you, oh, girl, I'm starting a clothing line. You're like, oh, okay. And 3 weeks later, it's the same story. Like, they never complete anything. They never stick anything out long enough to see a result. And you don't want that. Because that shows a lack of self-discipline. And in order to glow up, in order to level up, in order to change your life, you need discipline. Discipline ain't fun. And discipline is not motivation, right? Because motivation is like when you hype, oh, I'm motivated to make a video. I'm motivated to do my homework. That's motivation. And motivation goes up and down and up and down. Even while doing a thing, your motivation might come down. But self-discipline is how you achieve goals, because when you discipline, you do it when you even don't feel like it. You like, I don't have the energy for this, but it needs to get done. So stay away from Jill of all trades and master of none. Now, I hope y'all didn't think I was going to just talk about the friends you don't need without giving you some advice on the type of friends you should have in your inner circle. So let's just talk about those type of friends, right? So you need to have people in your circle that are in alignment with your future and where you want to go. And what I mean by that is, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you should have friends that are already walking that path. You should be networking with people who are already on their path. No matter how far along they are in their journey. Somebody who's been an entrepreneur for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. Those are the people that you need to be around to align yourself with the future that you want, because they will be able to pour into you. They will be able to give you advice. They will be able to will tell you about mistakes they made, or the mistakes that they made so that you can avoid them. Those are the people you want in your circle, because they're going to keep your fire burning when you are having those moments in entrepreneurship where you want to give up. You can call that friend that's an entrepreneur who can give you some valid advice to keep you going on your journey. Okay. The next friend you need, I talked about this when I was talking about the friends you don't need. Discipline. You need friends who are disciplined. And they don't have to be particularly doing what you're doing in life, but say they disciplined in going to the gym. Going to the gym consistently, working out consistently, where it's the gym, Pilates, yoga, whatever it is, whatever their fitness goal, running, bicycling, right? They're disciplined. Rain, sleet, or snow, they get up, they do it. That's discipline, okay? You need that, because you like, oh, you went to the gym 5 days a week, girl, and I don't know being once, but I told myself I was going to go 3. So they're going to make you feel guilty about not being disciplined and slacking on your goals. So they're going to put, like I said, they're going to put that fire up under you to stay disciplined on your goals, because you're not going to change anything in your life without discipline. The next friend you need is somebody who challenges you to be better. And the friend that's challenging you to be better is the friend that's not going to let you have excuses. They're going to be like, "This is just an excuse." No, they're going to challenge you. "Oh, well, I only went to the gym twice this week because I was sleepy." What do you mean? Do you want the dream body or not? Because the only way to achieve it is to go to the gym. And sure, you can take a shortcut and get surgery. But if you don't have the diet and the exercise, that old body is going to come back. Surgery is a quick fix. It's not a long-term goal. Like, you can get surgery, you can get your tummy tuck all day, but if you don't work out and you still have the same eating habits, guess what? Your gut is going to come right back. It's going to come right back because you refuse to be disciplined, right? So you need friends who's going to challenge you, and these friends also will hold you accountable, because we all need to be held accountable to the goals we set, the things we said we were going to do, the things we said we wasn't going to do. You know, like you said you was cutting that dude off, and your friend and you like you and your friend find out you didn't text the dude, you've been texting him for 2 weeks, and she calls you out on it, and she reminds you of all the stuff he did to you, and she's like, why would you even want somebody like that? Like, do you have low self-esteem? Like, the friend's gonna check you, and it won't feel good to be challenged by your friends, but you need that, because that's love. When people challenge you to be better, to push you, to keep you in check, to hold you accountable, that is them showing you love. That means that they care about you, and you need that type of person and people in your life. Now you need to keep people with a growth mindset in your circle. People with a growth mindset. Okay, so we're going to say content creation. You start off with content creation. It's going good, right? But it can be better. So you have a friend who's also a content creator who has, say, 15,000 subscribers, and you got like 300 subscribers. And you're like, how did you get your subscriber count up like that? Like, what are you doing? Like, show me like the editing tools you use, and show me, like, are you writing scripts, and like what apps are you using? And you should be, their friend's gonna show you how to constantly grow and be better and do better lighting, better microphones, better cameras, right? And of course, when you first start out, you just need to use what you have. Don't just go out and just spend thousands of dollars and you haven't even been consistent and even making the content. So, but you know that you want to be at a certain level. So you need to keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. And you need people with a growth mindset. People with a growth mindset ain't doing the same stuff they did last year. Like, I already did that. Now I'm trying to do something different because I'm going to another level. So we in January, right? This January 2025 should not look anything like January of 2024. If you and the people you surround yourself with are doing the exact same thing y'all did last year, you are not around people with a growth mindset. Like every month, you should be a different person. It should never stop. You should be adding on and removing, because a growth mindset also involves removing things like, hey, this worked for me for about 2 months, but now I can see it's no longer working. So now let's replace this with something else that's going to help me continue to grow, because you don't want to remain stagnant, and you need to keep people in your circle who are constantly evolving and changing. That friend that every time maybe you only see them 3 times a year, and every time you see them, you be like, something about you different. Every time I see you, something's different. It's because they have a growth mindset. And you need people who are trying to do better and be better and don't want to keep staying in the same place. Now, this is just like some advice. And I've heard this before. I can't remember where I heard it at. And when I heard it, I was like, yeah, okay, I'm going to take that and I'm going to run with that and I'm going to keep that in my heart. But when you're sitting at a table with people, with your friends, with associates, with coworkers, with business partners, when you share your accomplishments, it should not come off as bragging. Okay, so if you share your accomplishments and people get jealous and envious and look at you crazy and accuse you of bragging, you're at the wrong table. Like, they should be celebrating your accomplishments, right? Y'all should all be sitting at the table together, breaking bread and talking about goals that we have all achieved together. Girl, I finally opened up my second hair salon. Oh, I reached 1,000 subscribers. I sold 15 shirts. Like that should be your circle. And people who do not have any kind of goals, ambitions, ain't doing nothing, gossiping and drama, lazy, stagnant, don't want to stick with anything long enough to actually see fruit, are not the people you need, okay? Clean up your circle, sis. God is saying clean up your circle. And you know it's true, because that's why you watched the video. So that is all I have for you ladies in this one. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you learned something, and hopefully it was informative. And as a reminder, please hit the subscribe button. Be sure to like and comment, okay? Thank you for stopping by the Glow Up Society, and I will see you ladies in the next video.